Hello, everybody. It is about time we finally got it to work. Listen, I do apologise. There were some serious technical difficulties there, but we got there in the end, which is all that matters. We are now live. Just give me a quick thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me. I'm sure you can because it's coming through nicely now on my OBS. But there's a lot of tech that goes in. We are currently live on YouTube on 3 different channels. We're live on my X profile as well. So it is, it's very good to see you all, and thank you very much for those who have decided to join me today. And welcome back. Finally, we have got live streaming back, which I'm delighted about, to be honest with you, because it's been a very long time since I streamed. Probably now approaching 2 months, and yeah. I've missed you guys. I've missed live streaming. Live streaming, I said before, it's like my favourite thing to do. To be honest with you, when it comes to like what I do in my job, I can live trade in front of you. I can show you my trading strategies. I can talk through news events. I can answer your questions. And of course, for today, as a welcome back, we are giving away $100,000 in Atmos funded challenges, which I am delighted to say that the way in which this is going to work, right? All you need to do is comment win once on any of the channels. Torex's, my channel, Atmos's channel, on my X profile. Every time not every time, when you comment win once, it's going to put you into a live draw. Okay, I will draw that. My team will draw that at the end of the stream, and they will I will announce the winners of those giveaways in the Discord channel. Okay, so slightly different to what we did before. Previously, people were commenting win, and I was loading up some generator thing, but we found a much easier way to do it. So for today's stream, as a welcome back, I'm giving away, as I said, 100k in funded challenges. The amount that I'm going to give away is as follows. I'm going to give away one 50,000 account to one lucky winner. I'm also going to be giving away 2 lots of 20,000 accounts challenges, and not accounts challenges, and one 10,000 challenge as well. Okay, so please comment win. Now, if you comment win and spam win more than once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, the random generator will take you out of the draw. So please, guys, if you can, don't comment or spam win on the chat, because you only need to comment it once, okay? So very, very important that we don't do that. But anyway, there's a lot going on in the markets. There's a lot to talk about today. It's good to see some familiar faces on the stream as well. You can see the little chat coming down, people commenting, which is good to see. I'm just going to try as best as I can, because the chat is... it's going crazy to see some people on the stream. I apologise for the delay. People might have given up by now, but I'll be doing this again tomorrow. But yeah, hello, it's good to see you. Pips Made Simple, hello to you as well. Latash, Bobby, hello to you. Good to see you. Thank you for coming back, Bobby. I hope you're doing well. Shadow Knowledge 7792, it's good to see you as well. Latash 616, Starboy, My FX Notes, Idris for you. We've also got Milma on the stream as well. Who else have we got? Mark, hello to you as well. Good to see you. And I'm doing very, very well. I hope you are as well. Alex is on the stream. B Vinner, hello. Ninja Technic 08. I hope you're doing well. VR Goppy, hello. Good to see you back. Dan, let's get it indeed. Hope you're doing well. So I hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope everyone had a fantastic break. Or let me know in the chat section where you trading over the Christmas period. Did you have a break? I have probably had 2 weeks of break, but to be fair, December's price action wasn't that bad. I thought it was all right overall, but some people like to have a break there, which is fine. Yeah, it did take a while to get the tech uploaded. Luffy Peace, hello to you. T minus, he's back. T minus, hello to you, sir. Dan, good to see you, mate, and thank you very much for joining me today. Creatato, hello to you. Itashi, Sarav Takor, Starboy. Everyone, it's good to see you all. Thank you very much for the comments as well. I can't say hello to absolutely everybody because I'll be here all day, but it's good to see you, and thank you very much. Hope everyone is liking the new office. That was one of the reasons that it took so long, to be honest, to get back live streaming. We moved offices here in Dubai, and it was my task really to set up a new recording studio, which, believe it or not, takes longer than you think, especially when it's just a plain white room when you come in. So it took a bit of time to set that up as well, and Now we're good. We're good to go. There's so many things going on in the background as well. It's tough to know where to start because we are very, very close now to launching our mentorship program. Okay. And when we launch our mentorship program, I'm going to have a full course. I'm literally probably 1 day's recording away from completely finishing the course. Okay, it's a 7-module course. It includes my back-tested strategies. It includes fundamental analysis, technical analysis, introduction, risk management, tools, all that sort of stuff. Within the mentorship, you premium members will be able to have access to my strategies. You can watch me trade them live on private streams in front of you, which is access that you may not get from other mentors, but you can actually watch me do it live for real on accounts, which is great. One-to-one sessions as well for members. There's loads going on. So we're looking forward to launching that with you as well. Let me just I'm going to get the chat section up on here because if I click apply, I'm hoping I can see the chat a bit clearer. Let's apply this here. There we go. Chat. Here we go. This is just for me, guys, so I can see what the messages are coming through. Dreon says you don't see the live chat. You can't see the live chat? You should be able to if you're on YouTube. Are you on YouTube or are you on X? Because we're live on multiple platforms at the moment. You should be able to see the chat on YouTube. Anyone else having that problem? Kirkton. Hello, Kirkton. My friend. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. It's very good to see you. And by the way, guys, on the giveaway, if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, the random generator will give you double the chance to win. Yeah? So it will multiply your chance of winning by 2. Okay, so make sure that you've subscribed to the YouTube channel as well. If you're unsure on the links and all that sort of stuff, if you check the description on my YouTube link, you should be able to have all the things that you need when it comes to links, Instagram. You can also scan this QR code down here. You'll be able to get exclusive discounts on Atmos. You'll be able to see all of my social media icons as well, so you can follow me on social media for any updates, join our Discord channel, all that sort of stuff. You'll be able to do that. And if anyone's having any trouble, just let me know on the chat. The giveaway will be announced after the stream ends, okay? So if you're live and active in the Discord channel, as soon as the giveaway ends, within 10 minutes, I'll be announcing the winners of the giveaway, okay? And yeah, if you spam it, you will get disqualified. Nice update. Thank you very much, Idris, for you. I appreciate it. Listen, I've spoken enough now. We are going to be building these streams up more. Yes, I can see 40 people currently across the channels, which is great. Hopefully, we can get that up to a couple of thousand in the next couple of months. Listen, we've spoken. I've nice introduction. I've spoken enough now. Let's talk about markets, shall we? And there we go. Let me change that. I just need to go onto here. There we go. Let's get trading view up. Come on. Where is it? Trading view. See, all this tech, guys, when I used to stream on any other platform, I had no problem. As soon as I started to stream on this one, I suddenly had problems. So just give me 2 seconds and let me get it back. Trump tariffs, that's what we was going to talk about. There we go. We're back. Right, let's talk markets then. So, this is the current situation at the moment. I've got the data coming out as well. US retail sales have risen. We have got some data coming out. Let's just have a look to see where we are. We had inflation yesterday. We've got PPI and retail sales have just come out. So I'm just going to analyze this and have a look at some of the charts. PPI comes in at 0.2%. Core retail sales is up. Core PPI is down. Retail sales is at 0.6%. So overall, I imagine that's pretty strong for the US dollar. Are we getting a bit of a bounce in the dollar? Yeah, we are a little bit. Yeah, we are getting a bit of a bounce in the dollar off that. I thought the inflation report yesterday that came out, I thought that was quite encouraging, to be honest with you. And as you can see, the dollar index is taking a bit of a lift. Now, I want to show you something. Now, I've not loaded TradingView for quite a while because I've been using my strategies on MT5, and I'm going to show you some of the trades that I'm in at the moment, and I'm going to show you how that works. However, when I go back to the analysis that I did in front of you guys a couple of months ago, on the DXY on the daily time frame, I mentioned this fair value gap, right? Which we never, if I zoom in on that so you can see it really, really clearly, right here, you see that? Market, this is back in back to October. That fair value gap was never tested. Look what happened on Christmas Eve. We filled the fair value gap, and look what's happened as a result of that. I'm just wondering whether, if we see a break on the dollar index above this area here, I wouldn't say liquidity, let's call it a break of structure. Like if we do get that break of structure here, I wonder if we then see potentially the dollar index coming up and testing this 100 level. Now, you can see on the daily time frame down here as well, 96.2 was the floor of the market. We then run up higher. We had a mini shifts in structure, but as you can see, coming down into this fair value gap, then reacting. I'm just wondering if people have overshot expectations when it comes to interest rate cuts, and therefore we could see the dollar index have some sort of stabilization here around the 100 level, and then potentially go higher. We shall see, which would be good. Just reading some of the chat now. I'll have a look at gold as well, don't you worry. Sushant from India, hello to you, good to see you. M93 channel came here, Connor stayed for his analysis. Thank you very much. What's people's views on gold at the moment? Obviously, we know the situation that's been happening with metals across the board. Been pretty crazy, especially silver. I'll get you a silver chart up now. Commodities, silver. Look at this. A lot of people trading gold, which is fine. Gold has been a fantastic commodity to trade over the last year or so. But is this the year of the silver? Is this the year of silver? Potentially, to be honest, because we saw last year silver lagging behind gold. All right, we could see silver maybe overtake gold, and maybe the opposite effect this year. Now, really, the reason silver and gold as a whole, as an industry, the reason those precious metals are rising are really for, if I just show you here, if I've got it on there, the reason in which they're rising is for a few reasons. Interest rates, expectations. We're expecting interest rates to fall overall, which is bullish for commodities. We've also got a lot of risk in the market, particularly with US-Iran. How that's going to play out with what's happened recently. Of course, it's having an effect on oil prices as well, but it's also having an effect on the commodity market. Weaker dollar story as well, which is pushing prices higher. And it's just interesting to see how silver is making that broader move. I mean, look at that daily time frame. It's pretty nuts, to be honest with you. I don't really know. Trying to think of a way in which we can. It's the same as last year. Do you remember this? We're trying to catch any dips we had in this silver market. Now, for me, if I look at this on the hourly, I can see liquidity under these equal lows. Yeah. And I can see FEGs and imbalances in here. FEG here, imbalance on the whole, right? So if we saw silver make a move down to 80, 88, 87, anywhere in this area, I would like to monitor the reaction. I'd like to see if we get a shorter time frame reaction, break of structure, and then continue this higher. Look, my overall view on the commodity sector is it is what it is until it isn't. That's my view on trading as a whole, right? Don't try and be a hero and sell the top of these markets. Wait for pullbacks in the stock market, in commodities. And for me, my strategy is wait for those pullbacks to come into sensible areas, demand zones, FVGs, whatever it is that you see as support in these markets, and we just continue with it. The thing is with what we're seeing with the market so overextended. I just want to tell you this before we carry on with the charts. The thing that I want to say with these overextended markets is what happens at these overextended markets is we see a lot of profit taking. So when we see institutional profit taking, when the market's just grinding up to that, grinding higher, when we get that institutional take profit situations, let's say, you get a really sharp pullback because it's an unwinding of positions that have, high impact in the market. Okay, so just bear that in mind when you are trading, especially when you're buying these markets. What I would like to do, what I'd like you to do, what I would do is I would always looking to protect my stop loss. Okay, so get out at 2 3-to-1s. I have a gold strategy which is basically 3-to-1 risk reward. I don't try and aim for any more. When you're aiming for areas that haven't been touched before, you don't really know where that profit taking is going to go. You know what I mean? I've been long on my main Forex account for months. I like current levels of silver. It's your biggest position. Nice. Okay. So you're long silver from here as well. Me personally, if you look at what's happened underneath this area, this has all been filled and in balance. All of this has been filled. If we break below 87, then I could see a move probably down to around this low at 84. But I don't see any fundamental reason why. Frequency, that's what we want to see. Get education first, not only for giveaways. Exactly that. Obviously, guys, once you comment win, you're in the giveaway draw. You can just stay active on the Discord channel. But just so you know, there is some weighting into people who are engaged in the live stream itself. Yeah. So if you're just commenting win and leaving the stream, you have less chance of winning. Do you know what I mean? Because all the settings that I've put on, like for people that are engaged, for people that are subscribed, it adds more weighting to that live draw. Yeah, so just bear that in mind. For the people that just come on, comment, win, and leave again, you have less chance of winning as a percentage from the random generator that we run. All right then. So that's silver. Let's take a look at gold. And I'll show you some trading opportunities from my actual strategies itself. Gold's not really doing anything. I was long on gold though from my strategy. I don't think it's done that well. It's all right. Let me show you my position on gold. It's probably not going to load, so just bear with me. Oh, there it does. There we go. Sweet. Okay. So here's my long position on gold. You can see it's my strategy. It's called the Golden Cross. There's no secrets to that. This is all going to be in my mentorship as well. Now, I'm currently long gold from 4635.69 with a take profit of 4679. Okay. I always aim for a 3-to-1 risk reward. So if I zoom out a little bit, where's this? Okay, there we go. My take profit is 4680. And this is my position. So I'm actually currently around entry at the moment. This is my entry level where this green line is. You can see that, right? So, yeah, if people are interested in what my current stance is on gold, I'm currently long, as per one of my strategies, which I won't tell you the rules of. But this is the position that I'm in. I'm just reading the chat here. Gold is about to break the channel upside. I hope so. M93, when is the mentorship, boss? The streets are waiting on this. It's soon, brother. It's soon. I'm hoping we can launch at least my English version, should we say, of the mentorship. I'm hoping that can be launched probably within the next month. Just to give you a heads up on this mentorship, it's going to be released in multiple languages. I've got coaches and analysts who work with me, in my team from countries like Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, LATAM, the LATAM region as well. We're going to have Arabic speaking mentorship on there as well. And when you head over to our Everything Trading website, which is everythingtrading.com, we're just starting. The website's live. You know, this is not like a new company, but it's just, you know, I've just taken it over in terms of the mentorship. But if you go over to Live Trading Room, I should have an account already. Why am I not logged in? I'll show you roughly what it's going to look like. There's changes to be made. So if you go to coaches, you can see Connor Woods' coaches room. Here he is, which is now, you know, coming live. So you're going to be able to see upcoming live sessions. This is all basically going to be like what I am doing now, but it's going to be in there. I'm still going to distribute like the free streams across all the channels, but any of the private streams for my small inner circle group, that's going to be like private listings. All the sessions are going to be, you know, recorded, etc. The course is going to be here. This is just a written course that's there at the moment, but I've got, you know, an actual course I can show you if you want, giving you a nice insight here. Academy 2025 English. Here we go, people. Look, like the whole of module 1 is ready to go. Module 2 ready to go. Module 3 is going to be all about risk management. That's been recorded and edited. Module 4 all been recorded and edited. Module 5, which is fundamentals, that's all been recorded now pretty much. And module 6 is my strategies. That's the gold dust, you know. And module 7 is just like, you know, whether you should go, whether you want to go funded or whether you want to go like the traditional broker route and what's best for you. I'm not going to repeat that comment that you've just said, whoever that was. Final question is how to join the mentorship. Don't worry. It's all going to be revealed. I'm going to make it, it's going to be really, really simple, guys. It's just going to be a registration on everythingtrading.com. So if you can actually go to www.everythingtrading.com. I'll just put it in the chat now if you want to just take a quick look at like what we currently have. But I'm just giving you an insight just for you guys who are on the stream with me that this is going to be much, much better. Like huge. I can't make it any better. Like I'm literally giving you my strategies that I've had payouts on at the back end of last year as well, which I've got payout certificate proof on, and I've got automated systems, which, you know, takes me on to back to the strategy section. Obviously, this is one of my strategies, and I've got an EA on this, so this is all automated for me. So I haven't decided how that's going to work yet, but there could be a chance that, you know, we grant access to the EAs in some shape or form. But I'm at least going to be giving like automated signals from the EAs to people because the course is geared around the strategy. So I want you to learn them. I want us to trade them together. You know, that's what I want to happen. Anyway, so I'm hoping that gold continues this breakout higher. I'm also in another trade. Look at this. Again, another one of our strategies called the DAX Power Hour. I've called them names. I don't know if you like the names, but that's what I've called them. And as you can see, executed a sell today at 25,400. Currently running $2,000 in profit on my funded accounts, by the way. I'm primarily a prop trader, but, you know, I'm building personal accounts as well. So unfortunately, this one's a little bit late to the party. I couldn't give you this one, this trade idea straight away. But yeah, and on my other strategy, which is called the Index Blitz, we haven't got anything at the moment. I can't see a signal either. This is on the S&P 500. If I do go long in the S&P 500, I will let you know. This is a long only strategy. Currently sitting 2K in profit on the account. This is a challenge phase though. So yeah. What about gold? Yeah, come on gold. Let's get me up here. Let's get me up above that 100K again. Sorry about the... let me just quickly go through some of the comments now whilst we monitor my gold position. Okay. Very clean. Thank you very much. Which AI are you using? Well, I'm using. These aren't bought strategies. These are mine. I've got a well, I've got someone who works full time as a software coder. We're partners in this. He's I gave the strategies. He codes them, and this is what we've come up with. And by the way, this took multiple hours last year after work, because obviously I'm doing my job as well, which is like analysis, content creation, education, and for Forex. And this is stuff that I've done in my own time. This obviously is leading into the everything trading, but a lot of hours have gone into this. Dan, did I use the trick on the trend rider? I'm currently my code has got a long list of things to do. If you're watching, you know who you are. We need to check. The trend rider is another strategy which is going to be in the academy as an entry level strategy, right? But Daniel, who's been with me for a few years, he we've been trading it together for quite some time, and we've potentially found another confluence which like makes the strategy better. Because as the strategy on its own, it wasn't good enough to release as an EA. The results, they weren't amazing, to be honest. I was quite surprised. But with a trick that Dan's potentially put in, we could filter out, and that may be something that we release. But yeah, 2K profit bros flexing. Any Bitcoin CFD pair EAs? Now, the strategies that I've got, they do work on multiple pairs. Now, I trade them on the pairs that have given the best results over 2,000 trades, which is the German stock index on the DAX, Power Hour, the DAX. The index splits works best on the S&P 500, but it does work on all stock indices. And the Golden Cross works best on gold, but it would work on silver, I imagine, and it's also worked on the DAX as well. So with Bitcoin, not quite found one yet. If anyone's got any good Bitcoin strategies, drop me a message. I'll add it to the list for my coder to to backtest. Games Club 786, hello. If you don't mind, can you please tell me how much and what sizes account will be distributed? Yes, of course. So on the giveaway, if you comment win, which you should see here, if you comment win once, you'll be into a live draw announced on Discord. Now the way in which the prizes are going to be broke down is one 50k account challenge, two 20k challenges, and one 10k. If you don't win this time, I will be doing it again tomorrow. All right, so don't be disheartened. And also, I'll be doing giveaways on every stream from now on. It probably won't be 100k every time. For special streams, yeah, like when I cover NFP live and inflation live and all that sort of stuff, I'll be giving away 100k in challenges. But for the standard streams, it'll be a little bit less. Thank you very much. Frequency says that the US 500 is a great opportunity to buy. Maybe. How long are you going to hold the DAX trade for? Let's have a look at it. I'll tell you. So the DAX trade, it's a 4-to-1 fixed risk reward setup. Okay. So my DAX trade will hopefully hit 25,183. That's my take profit. My stop loss is at break even. This EA will automatically put my stop loss to break even as soon as the trade hits 1-to-1. Okay? So, yeah, at the moment it's about halfway there. But the thing is with trading and what I've learned, just to give you guys some tips, which I'll talk about quite a lot, is now I've got the proof of concept. I've got my strategies. I've back tested them. I've spent a year going through about 80 strategies and coming down to these ones, right? Now I've got the strategies, now I've got the proof of concept, and I've had some payouts from prop firms from them. If you check my Instagram profiles, you see that. I don't lie about how much I make. If I don't make anything, then I don't make anything. But I've got the proof of concept now, which basically means I know the strategies worked in the past. Now, I can't guarantee what's going to happen in the future. No one can. But at least my job now isn't to come onto the charts and go, oh, I think this is going to happen, or I don't like the look of that. You know, that sort of thing. My job is to come onto the charts. If I was trading it manually, obviously I've been able to automate the process. That's just life. But if I was coming on to trade it normally, my job now would be come on and execute your strategy. That's it. If the strategy by the end of the day is down, like if I've lost money, I'm happy as long as I followed my rules. Does that make sense? Because the mind shift should be, from a successful and profitable and consistent trader's point of view, isn't, oh, I made money today, so I must have done well. Yeah? Or I lost money today, so I must have done bad, and getting emotional over it. I found that when I found the most successful in trading was basically when I said, I followed my rules today, and because I've got the data and the proof of concept, which I'll say quite a lot, the proof of concept in the background, my job now becomes, Connor, did you follow the rules today? Did you interfere with the EA? Did you take some profits early? Did you move your stop loss? All these sorts of things. If I can, I now definitely don't do that. That's why I'm considered more of a professional in the space. If I say so myself from an analyst point of view anyway. I now am at ease with whatever happens because I know the rules of my strategy and I know all I've got to do is execute. What happens after that? I don't know. Who knows? Who truly knows? All these people you see online, SMC traders. SMC is great. It is great. I like it. I trade it myself. I just showed you manually how I trade SMC. Fair value gaps, liquidity sweeps, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. But it's quite subjective, okay? So SMC, for me, I'd need to find, which I'm doing at the moment, I'm currently developing an SMC EA and strategy. But I'm just trying to find a way to remove that subjectivity, because when you bring that into your trading, that's when emotion creeps in. And we need to be emotionless. Does that make sense? No, I'm not the CEO of Atmos. I'm not the CEO of Atmos at all. What's up? Hello, Harlotsville. What's up with all the win comments? We should have something like exciting, like open sesame. I can change the keyword on my bot. Liao NQ, hello to you, good to see you. It always takes two guys to build an empire. That's true. I love everything about Forex. Everything is totally different and easy to navigate. Thank you very much. That's a very kind comment. I appreciate that. Is gold going down? Is it? We want the mentorship. Let's go. Yes, it's coming. Your duo is like the Hummingbird Project movie. I've not seen it. Let's just say he's like, do you know when you've got James Bond, if anyone's seen that, and you've got the guy, he's going to laugh at this when he sees this, when you've got the guy who is like, fronts everything, I'm in front of the camera, I'm putting I'm doing the recording of the content, I'm putting my face on it, and he's in the background on his computer doing all the coding and the back testing. It's like, as a duo, it's quite good. Torex is too smooth. Nice one. Appreciate it. You should make me as a mod. I will mute those. Have people been spamming? I don't really. I'll go on this thing. If people spam, then they just get banned from the draw anyway. It doesn't really matter, does it? Silver is hard to trade. I agree. Send me you. It is quite difficult to trade at the moment. Nikhil, in the mentorship, are we going to be doing private meets? Yes, of course. For my premium members, which, by the way, it sounds expensive, it's not. I can give you an insight on which it's looking like at the moment, which can change somewhere around the $30 a month mark. It's not a lot, to be honest. We want to bring as many people into the community as we can and create something great across multiple language globally. I'll be doing private meets. I don't know if you mean in person. If you come over to Dubai, we can shoot a podcast or we can shoot an interview and we can record some content, sure. But I will be doing private sessions, that aren't, publicly on YouTube. Games Club says you are amazing. Thank you. Why is this the magic word? Well, win, because people can win a prize. That's why. That's why I put it as that. Amazing life. Thank you very much for the comment. Appreciated it. Is this on MT5, these EAs? Yes, they are. Daniel, as you can see, they are on MT5. Number 1. Number 2. Where's gold? Gold's all right. Gold's okay. Still hovering around the entry point. I don't know if anyone wants to trade it. That's up to you, to be honest. I don't give financial advice here. I'm just showing you how I trade. No worries for answering. I always try and answer every question I possibly can, okay? I like the concept of everything and I'm loving this system. Thank you very much. Sitting here from the beginning of the stream. Sadar, thank you very much. That will give you the best chance to win if you stay on the streams. Everyone who just comments and leaves the stream, yeah. Wow, so many comments. My live is your Menor Menoj GRG19. Your live is smooth. Lots of people saying the word smooth here. What's my favourite pair? Oh, that's a good question. Oh, do you know what my favourite pair is after back testing? It's the German stock index, the DAX. Kirkton, you love the DAX. The German stock index for me, in all the pretty much in all the strategies that we back tested, it seemed that there was always like the German stock index was always sort of like in the top 5 in terms of like how it performed. I actually tried to search this. Why? I'll put it on ChatGPT. Why is the DAX 40 performing so well on my back tested strategies compared to other indices? Let's see what it comes up with. It must be something to do with the price action. It told me nothing. It told me absolutely nothing. Maybe it must be the smoothness of the price action. I don't know. No idea. But that's probably my favourite. I've got to say, last year I was hating on gold a little bit. I found it really difficult. Like I actually bought gold in January of last year, and it was the biggest trade I had of the year, and I closed it in February. I mean, it would have been a trade of my life if I held on to it, but that's hindsight. I found gold really frustrating because it was a difficult market to get in. Some people might still be feeling that frustration. My advice would be when I'd go back to nearly the beginning of the stream, and I'd say just remain very, very patient with these markets. You will get, with these markets that are so overextended to the upside, you will get sharp pullbacks. It's just about being on the ball. Like you see that sharp one yesterday. You see how that come and took out all of this liquidity down here. Yeah, this wick. You see it took out some of that liquidity. That's what happened. Call me crazy, but pound dollar and sorry, the chat. Let's have a look. Sorry, call me crazy, but pound dollar and euro dollar are the easiest currencies. DAX and Dow and the VIX, the best indices, and the gold's the best metal. You're probably not wrong there. I'm going to probably insult a couple of people here, but I don't understand people that trade like the minor currencies. Like who's actually trading like, I'm trying to think of one, CAD Swiss. Do you know what I mean? When you've got all these other markets that are a lot cleaner. You've even got, I mean, I don't get it personally. And those strategies never really perform that well over the long term when I back tested because of the spreads. Spreads, commissions, they're wider on these minor currencies. So you're giving back to the broker too much, Zash FD, why is the high impact news, why has it not affected the market too much? I'll tell you the reason why. Because the high impact news that we've got here is just basically PPI data. For those of you who don't know what PPI is and why, because you see it's high impact on your calendar, but you're like, why is it not? Well, PPI is just producer price. I don't say it's producer price index. Okay. So you've got CPI and PPI. Now, CPI is the primary gauge of inflation. It's consumer price index. So it's consumer inflation. It's how much prices are rising, across a basket of goods and services. Producer price index is producer prices. How much producers, I've said the word producers like 10 times. It's how it's how basically companies, how much they're paying for their raw materials to produce goods and services, sort of thing. That's what we're looking at here with PPI, right? And there we go. Look, it says it here. what basically happens is, think about it, if you're someone who owns a company and your costs have gone up to produce this remote control, right? What would you do to the person that wants to buy the remote control if your costs have gone up? You're going to charge him a higher price, aren't you? So producer price index is like, it's like a leading indicator for inflation, because normally what happens is producer prices go up, they pass that cost onto the consumer, and consumer price index goes up. So the consumer price index is like, it's more important because it's the actual inflation, whereas producer price index can lead to higher consumer price index inflation. Yeah. So it's not that it's not important, it just wasn't as important as yesterday's CPI figures, which, were flat / a little bit down. All right, that's probably why. If I'm being honest with you, a lot of the fundamental events that you've got, a lot of them are noise, unless it's a central bank decision, consumer price index data, non-farm payrolls, and I would say like a key speech from like a chairman of the Federal Reserve, or like a chair of a central bank, the leader of a central bank, in simple terms. Why? Because markets are forward facing. So markets listen to the language that's used from central banks and use it to predict what's going to happen with interest rates further down the line. So whilst you've got retail traders going, PPI was higher, which means that the dollar's going to be higher. Actually, the bigger picture is, what are interest rate expectations, and what are the key speakers like the chairman of the Federal Reserve, what are they saying about interest rates? How much are the markets pricing in interest rate cuts or interest rate hikes, or keeping interest rates where they are? And are we mismatched with the current market? That's what professional traders and professional fundamental traders would look at, not just actual versus forecast on just some random high impact data. Hazara trader, gold has hit a new high. Why is it not going up higher? Well, what's happening in gold? I'm starting to move into a bit of profit here on gold. Cut it some slack. It is at 4,600 now. Yes, the 2025 is chaotic. Mohammed says, missed you, CW. I missed you too, mate. Thank you very much. Goat trader, market is all about liquidity. Yes, indeed. Games Club says, Atmos is performing smoothly now, even better than FTMO. That is a very, very nice compliment. Thank you very much. The guy that said buy gold and sleep doesn't fare gold. Your account must blow every day. Yeah. Dan, I remember you did. Dan likes the Japanese yen pairs, which is fair enough. Nikhil is coming to Dubai this year soon. Good stuff. Connor, is silver going to touch $100 in the coming weeks? In the coming weeks? Let's take a look. Let's get on a higher time frame. Look at the weekly. Well, I mean, this is why sometimes I feel for people that are like, should we say manual traders? Because I'm not really much of a manual trader anymore. But how do you trade that on a weekly? Because you wouldn't sell it, right? You'd be an idiot to sell it because the market's clearly bullish. I think everyone can see that. But also you're trading a market which has just gone in a straight line to the upside. So to answer your question, can silver, or will it? I don't know if it will. Can it? Most definitely. I mean, it's going at the rate that it will touch silver probably in the next week. Yeah, I expect profit taking around 100 because that would be a key milestone figure. 100 could be a longer term target. Listen, fundamentally, there's nothing really that tells me that commodities can't continue upside. There's so much risk in the market with what's going on with US and Iran, with what's going on Russia, Ukraine, Russia, NATO. Yeah. There's a lot of risk going on. Interest rate cuts coming as well. We're not really in recession territory. I've got to say the jobs data is a bit, but there's that risk still lingering. The jobs data in the US has, been on a grind to the downside. So all of this together is fuel for stock market upside. So my advice would be keep an eye on those headlines, particularly what's happening in US and Iran at the moment. That is particularly important for oil prices, which we'll take a look at in a second as well. This one as well is really important. I wanted to touch on this today. Trump tariffs. God, remember Trump tariffs? I was talking about Trump tariffs like 3 months ago when I was streaming last year. I'll come back and I'm still talking about them. No, it's not anything new in terms of new tariffs. Basically, the US Supreme Court is basically going to decide, whether these tariffs are illegal that were placed and whether they can go ahead. There's $150 billion at stake here, right? Now, this article broke it down really, really nicely. There's basically 3 outcomes from the decision. I don't know if it's happening today. It might be. I think it might be happening today. Situation number 1 is basically that Trump tariffs would be declared illegal and the refunds would be ordered. This is the outcome that Trump fears the most. So remember when Trump tariffs came in, we saw stock markets lower and we saw the dollar lower because that was a direct threat to globalization and international trade across borders because he wants to keep everything in the US. Made in the US, sold in the US, all that sort of stuff. He doesn't want to buy from China, as he says. So that's not good because that's basically them saying you can't have these tariffs and we're going to basically issue refunds. The second situation would be the tariffs are declared illegal, but there would be no refunds that are ordered. Okay? That would be the sort of non-event, really. Okay, they're illegal, but we're not going to do anything about it. Brilliant. Okay, nice one. And the other one is that the Supreme Court upholds the tariffs. Now, this is an interesting one because if this happens, not only does it confirm what's happened before, obviously, but it opens the gates and opens the potential for more tariffs from Trump. It gives him that license to say, well, I can impose more tariffs then if I want to. The markets might react to that with the same thing that happened when tariffs were introduced at the start, which is dollar downside, gold upside, stock market downside. Okay, so that's something definitely to keep an eye on. I'm just reading some of the comments here, just in case I've missed anything. Yes, my EA took a buy trade on gold frequency. Just curious why Atmos Funded specifically. Well, Atmos Funded is a broker-backed prop firm. If you're not trading broker-backed prop firms in 2026, you're exposing yourself to a lot of risk with payout denials and payout issues and payout denials is probably the main one. You've got to remember when the industry as a whole, the prop firm industry as a whole, it's not a regulated industry, okay? So a lot of brokers that enter in the space, not necessarily because it makes it a regulated industry, but indirectly you're regulated with the broker, if that makes sense. So the prop firm can offset some of the risk to the broker. So if you've got a prop firm which is broker backed, naturally they've got access to more funds, more reserves, you say, or whatever, because they're with the broker who, generally speaking, the volumes which brokers do compared to prop firms is like that. Brokers is billions, So if you're with a broker-backed prop firm, you've got much less chance of payout denials. Of course, if you're cheating the system or you're doing anything that's breaching rules and etc., you're going to be banned regardless. But how many times it's happened to me before? How many times has there been just a prop firm that opens, some dodgy prop firm that are selling challenges for like $10, and then people wonder why they get payout denials? Because if you're selling challenges for $10, how much money do you think that prop firm has? It's just trying to accumulate as many challenge fees as it can, and it will just ban traders for not much reason at all. So that's why. And I'm not just saying Atmos Funded specifically. I'm being honest with you as a person and saying broker-backed prop firms. They're the go-to for 2026. Do I think what's happening in the markets is a financial bubble? Not really, to be honest with you. No, I don't. What I have seen, to be honest with you, considering the Federal Reserve hiked interest rates really aggressively, they've now cut inflation has come down to around the 2% target, which is great for the Federal Reserve. And at the same time, we haven't seen a collapse in the jobs market. That was the biggest thing from my side. Will we see a collapse in the jobs market? If yes, recession, sell, stock market. If no, perfect soft landing narrative that the Federal Reserve can push, therefore stock market upside. So what I see at the moment, I see more upside in the stock market. There is risk here with the tariff thing and with the geopolitical war tensions that are going on, between US and Iran and all the other stuff that's going on. But as the whole, the stock market hasn't really reacted to that too much. It reacts to earnings. There's actually big tech earnings coming around the corner, to be fair. So I'm just... does that mean prop firms is a good go? Yeah. You'll be able to see on the website all of the if you go to atmosfunded.com, you'll be able to go to all of the the tradable asset pairs and all that sort of stuff. As I said, if you just scan this QR code here, you'll get a discount on Atmos, and also you can go onto the website and take a look at all the challenges that we have. Just take a look on the website there. Just click that link, or go to atmosfunded.com. It's up to you. Doji ICT came late. Shocking. Right. How many people we got on? We've got some viewers here on X as well. Good to see you guys. I can't see the X chat coming up on what you see in the bottom here. I can't see X, so I'm just going on X just to see what's going on. 80 people watching me live on X. Good to see you all. Thank you very much. Don't worry. By the way, I will be. I don't know what happened at the start. So much issues with tech. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. I'll delete all of those replays. I tried to go live 10 times and it wasn't connecting. If anyone's interested in knowing why, it's the server that I was on OBS connecting to my Restream account, which went out to all the platforms. I was on auto, so it was giving me a server other side of the world. But I'm here in Dubai, so I need a server which is close to India or close to Asia. And that was the main reason why, to be honest with you. All right then. Quick trade update. Let's have a look. Gold is in a little bit of drawdown. Okay, that's fine. The DAX still up $1,500. Nothing on the index blitz yet. I was hoping that maybe we'd get a trade that's executed on the index blitz, but not to be. Right, okay. Let's just take a little look at oil prices. Obviously, you've got US Venezuela, US Iran, US Greenland. It's all kicking off, to be honest with you, and I'm not here to take any political side. But in terms of the impact this is going to have on the markets, the general idea is that with Trump ousting the government in Venezuela, oil prices were expected to be lower. But now we're seeing tensions rise between US and Iran. If that kicks off, obviously Iran, massive exporter of oil, massive oil facilities, that could be the reason why that sort of impact has been offset. So let's take a look at commodities and take a look at oil. I miss trading oil. See, look, here we go. Off the back of the current tensions we're seeing in US and Iran, you see the impact that was the Venezuela impact has now been completely unwinded. And we see oil up at 66. So it's a volatile market for sure. You're getting these big, this is the date, sorry, that's the weekly. You're getting these massive swings on the daily time frame. Look at that. There. But on the whole, look, we can see that the 60 mark, if I go back in time, I'm pretty sure 60 has been, historically quite a good support area. Yeah, look. 3 occasions that we tag 60 here. Multiple occasions that we tag 60 around here. Is $60 a barrel a good buy on oil? Well, this would suggest that this breakout would potentially suggest that, we could be lining up some oil longs as well. Let's have a look. Where could we go to? Where could we get a nice trade idea? For anyone out there who's trading oil, I would probably look for this. Why? General uptrend on the hourly time frame. Nice pullback. Breakout. I mean, look at the volume and look at the size of the candles. That's a clear, inducement. There's our impulsive move here. And now what do? Well, we wait for it to test where that move came from. Maybe trade oil up to $70. That's something we could take a look at. $1,000 messages today on Restream on the stream. Thank you very much. 1,000. I'd like to know how many views that we got across the stream. This is our first one, and remember, we're doing a 100k giveaway for those who have just joined. All you got to do is comment win, and I will announce the winners on Discord. We've got about 5 minutes to go left of the stream, so I'm just going to take some time to answer some questions. In terms of trades as I said, you know I'm long on gold. That's my trade for today, and I'm currently short on the German stock index as well. My other strategy hasn't executed, and I do like potentially the look of dollar upside, euro dollar downside, pound dollar. Probably should give you a quick rundown of that. Okay. Is there any evidence to suggest we can get some more downside here? Yeah, I like this. I like where. Okay, it has reacted from that support area. I'd like to see this low broken first. If we see this low broken, look for something like that. I'm just going to keep that analysis there for tomorrow, for when you guys come and join me again. And it's pretty much the same with this. I need to see a break of this low in order to be confident, because this looks like a higher low, doesn't it, from here? And obviously the overall trend is bullish, so we have to be very careful. I want confirmation of the break of this low, and then we can look to go lower on euro dollar as well. Just going to read some of the questions now. I think that emotions get automatically strong when you trade daily. Definitely. There's no doubt in my mind that scalpers, on the whole, are more emotional than swing traders. Because obviously your equity curve is a lot more like this. Okay? That's just the nature of the beast. Swinging on, yes. I don't think swinging on commodities is very good at all. Where are you going to put your stop loss? So I agree with that combat. Oh, I can, Sunny Mayan, I can see your comment on X. You just come through. I can see it. How do I manage my risk? The way in which I manage my risk is pretty simple. I never risk more than 2%. On the strategies that I use, my automate strategies, they use like the 5-minute time frame, the hourly time frame, etc. It's always 1% risk, and it's always a fixed dollar amount. So like with the prop firm, for example, I'm on a 100k account, so I've always got a fixed $1,000 risk, which is 1% of the initial account balance. If you use the compounding effect, so like you do 1% of your account balance at the time, you will have steeper drawdown, max DD, but you will have better returns because of the compounding effect. Bullish for gold, yes indeed. Fundamentals was good information. Thank you very much. We are approaching the end of this stream. What's so special about the German index? I don't know. It just seems to produce I tested like 80 strategies, yeah, and it seemed to be the one that always provided the best results. 1% per trade is what I risk. How many trades do I take a month on average? Let me just show you Oh, it's hard to show you actually. Um, for the index blitz for one of my strategies, it's probably on average 6 trades a week, 7 trades a week, and then for the golden cross, I would say it's probably 5 trades a week. That's 12, and then the golden the German stock index one is normally 1 trade a day. It's 1 trade a day essentially, unless it loses, and then it tags in the other direction. So let's just say that's 5. So that's 15 to 17 trades per week across 3 strategies. So, and 3 different markets. You're a top guy. I like your trading content. Just a shame Mr. David told me you're a Chelsea fan. I thought better of you, mate. Listen, we're playing Arsenal today, and if we lose, I'm halving the giveaway tomorrow. Just go back to Mr. David and ask who Man United have got in the semi-final. Let me know what he says, because he answers nobody, because they're not in it. That's funny. Um, how many pairs do I normally trade? 3 or 4. How do I manage my risk? I've answered that already. Scalping will make your hair fall out. Yes, indeed. I can't keep up with the chat. Sorry. I'm trying to. You like my room style. Thank you very much. Kirkton says Dax is king. I'm not surprised. Thanks for the knowledge, Connor. I think you're from Turkey because I had to watch a series, Ertugrul Gazi, in which Connor was the actor. Does it look like me? It weren't me. It was not me. Thank you for learning in the stream. You are welcome. Um, Manoj, you're having problems joining the Discord channel. You shouldn't have problems joining the Discord channel. I'll send you the link to I've got my own channel within Atmos. Wow, people in the chat. Connor, you're keeping us waiting. All right. I had some technical issues. I am live on like 5 platforms at once. It's not easy. Let me just send you the link to. Can I send you the link? Invite to channel. Disable. Invite to channel. Never. Generate new link. Come and join this channel, guys. I'll probably be announcing the giveaways pretty soon. There we go. Try that. You should have the link in the description. Anyone else having this? Chelsea fan, Man United hater, top guy. Yes, Adang 56. You know it. Barcelona fan, frequency. Nice one. Nothing against Barcelona. I'm getting some crash on my stream. I still think people can hear me though. Listen, guys, Thierry, glad to have Connor as my mentor. Thank you very much. Listen, guys, it's been an hour now, so I think I've answered all the questions for you. This is just the start of the live streaming, okay? We'll be making it better. I won't have any technical issues next time. Just it was the start. So I will be announcing the giveaway winners in the Discord channel over at Atmos and at Torex's Discord channel, okay? So please make sure that you're active on there, okay? So I need to pick. Well, we need to do the generator first, and then probably I will announce it in the Discord channel. So keep an eye on that. Within the next 10 to 15 minutes, I'll announce the winners. It will say on there how to claim the prize. It's pretty easy. You message me, open the account, give me your email address, and I'll get the account credited for you. Good luck to all of those who are in it. Please keep an eye on the Discord channel for the announcement of that. Thank you very much to those who joined the stream today. You know, I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with another 100k giveaway. And then next week, streaming will be as normal, probably the Monday stream like we used to do, and then the Wednesday stream as well. When the mentorship comes, I'll be doing 4 streams per week. So there'll be a lot to come on. Good luck to you all. Thank you very much for tuning in. And yeah, I will see you all for tomorrow's stream. Cheers. Bye.